As I walked to my door, she came out crying hysterical and a messy mix of sadness and rage. Welcome back to They Did What? Your source for the internet's craziest, most entertaining stories, where I go over them, analyze them, and most certainly make fun of them. Today I'm going to go over a great revenge story titled, Am I the A-hole for breaking up with my girl via Reddit? And a shout out to AM and all those guys that sent me this link. Guys, this story is about a guy, he's 29 years old, and he's now ending it with his girlfriend of 3 years after finding out she was cheating on him. Not just with one guy, of course, but with multiple guys. And instead of just breaking up with her and having a drama fest with her at the park or the zoo or someplace, he decides to do something different. His girl here is a Redditor. She likes to read all these articles and posts and podcasts and everything. He decides to break up with her on Reddit, to post to the world everything that she did wrong and all that, and share with all her friends and family the evidence. And you can all guess the type of evidence he sends them. Well, you're going to see that she doesn't take it too well. And I've been going to go over here for all you guys out there watching this that were good to your wives, good to your girlfriends, and they had to go cheat on you anyway. You'll appreciate this good revenge story. Oh yeah, by the way, happy 4th of July to all you guys around the country here. Hoping you're having a good time here. It's pretty quiet here where I am because it's been raining on and off all day, but it is what it is. So it starts off, says here, I made this Reddit account to address you. I won't put your name out there, but I know you regularly read posts like these since you used to bring them up all the time and listen to the podcast with them. I'm sure you'll know it's about you while you're reading it. He says, I'm 29 years old, and I caught my girlfriend, who's 31, cheating on me. This time I have undeniable proof after she lied to my face about it. We've been friends for 5 years and started dating 3 years ago. I love this woman with everything I had. I truly thought she felt the same about me. A few months ago, we hit a rough patch and argued a lot. I really thought we were going to break up, and I hit rock bottom. I was severely depressed. Well, one Saturday, we had plans to attend a wedding together. You live a fair distance away, and neither of us had a car, but we didn't mind taking the extra steps to make it work. They don't have a car? Maybe they live in the city and they don't need a car. Well, that morning, I asked what time you'd be coming over so we could get ready and head out. I even offered to pay for your Uber, and you said, okay. Well, hours went by, and I didn't hear from you, and I started spiraling. I had a panic attack. I checked your location, and it wasn't your house. It was some random parking lot. I messaged you, no reply. After a while, your location was just turned off, and I was worried sick. I kept calling, no answer for 6 hours, and I was panicking. Holy crap. Yeah, her actions really show she cares about her guy here. What do you think she was doing for 6 hours in a parking lot? You can all speculate in the comment section. And they were supposed to go to a wedding together? Then at 9:30 p.m., you finally picked up. Your first words were, "Are you okay?" And I just broke down crying, asking, "Are we okay?" Smack, dude! Don't cry in front of your girl. And her actions are communicating you aren't okay. Well, you told me that your phone had died and you were just out with your friends from school, and I believed you. You never lied to me before, so I thought. The next day, I couldn't even get out of bed. Depression hit me hard and like a truck. You came over to comfort me, but something felt off. I tried to shake it off, thinking maybe it was just in my head. The morning, I placed your Apple Watch on the charger. That's when I saw messages from you to your friend from school that you hung out that day of the wedding. Aha. One had said he was growling in my ear, and another message said I had to cover up my hickeys like I was in school. Well, as if it wasn't obvious he was cheating on this guy, and there you go. It was sent around 9:30, the exact time I was crying to you on the phone. When you got out of the bathroom, I saw the marks in your neck. When I asked you, you said they were from scratching. Come on, dude. Most people should know the difference between a scratch and freaking hickeys, for goodness sake. But he was messed up. But I don't want to hear about this crying crap. We all can get depressed. I understand that, and he's hurt. But still, you don't cry in front of your girl. On our way to work, I brought up the messages. You said you were lying to your friend, that you made it all up. I didn't believe you, but I swallowed it, and I swept it under the rug. Smack! Dude, come on here. Don't worry, guys. I know he made mistakes, but this guy's handling it right now. Well, today I was at your house as your family had a birthday party for you. Your family was there, some of your friends, and our mutual friends too were there too, including the one that celebrated you cheating and lying to me. The house was packed. I drank quite a bit because I knew I wasn't going to have the courage to do what I did. I went to your room to lie on your bed, saying I didn't feel well. After some time I told you I was going home and ordered an Uber. I'm in the Uber now typing this up along with the iPad that I gave you. While lying in your bed, I found it, and on it, I didn't just find proof of you cheating, I found everything. Okay, guys, what are you going to think it was he found on her iPad? Pictures, videos, and what can you imagine she was doing in those pictures and videos, if it was pictures and videos? The day you turned your location off, you're with the guy you played Call of Duty with. I'm mad at myself for not catching how often you played with him and how you laugh at his jokes. I saw your messages, how you two talked for months, and how you planned a hotel meetup the day after he picked you up from work, and how you kissed him in his car, and how you told him that we broke up. You sending pictures of the hickeys he gave you, and guess what? Those messages. Well, it's as obvious as can be she's cheating on him. And we can all speculate that maybe this guy was a SIMP throughout the relationship and the crying and all that stuff like that. And who knows? But the point is, this guy cared about her. He didn't deserve this. If she wanted to break up with him, she should have just done that, not done this crap behind his back. I sent it at 9:45 p.m., the same time I was breaking down on the phone, and you were telling me everything was okay. How inconsiderate could you effing be, hearing someone you claim you love cry on the phone, and while you're texting your school friend and him about your infidelity? Speaking about the school friend, I saw conversations celebrating your decision to cheat and laughing about it, how you got away with it, gassing each other for lying to me. Well, there's always a BFF that knows about cheating, or like a sister, or, And there's more shit I found. I found flirty messages with multiple Uber drivers. I found out the ring you said was from your late grandmother was actually from your ex-boyfriend. You wore the ring our entire relationship. I found messages to him telling him you were single, that you will always love him. Oh, how nice. Something tells me, guys, that this dude writing this post exposing her was probably the guy she decided to settle for to eventually marry, Obviously, he needs some work, as you can imagine, and she's cheating on him. That has a lot to do. Well, I saw more messages with your Call of Duty duo with him saying very sexual things and saying how nice that sounded. That was the same day I surprised you by coming over to your house for Thanksgiving. I found you sending sexy selfies to multiple men. There you go. Wasn't just one guy, multiple guys. Some of those pictures were from outing that we were out together. All this shit, and yet you talked about marrying me. You're a piece of shit. Well, she is a piece of shit. But what I tell you, she's multiple guys, but yet she's talking about marrying this guy. Do you think it's because she truly loved this guy? Probably because this guy was the guy to settle with, And unfortunately, this guy's got some work to do with his crying and shit. Normally, I'm not a petty person, but fuck it. By the time I press post, I will have already sent screenshots of everything to your friends, the ones who will be ashamed of you, to your family, the ones who will disown you, to your Call of Duty buddies who knew nothing about your double life, to my family, to our friend group, and to the shitty school friend who knew everything, smiled in my face at the party and is still thinking everything is great. Every person who ever believed in us will know the truth. I've never been disappointed in anyone my entire life. You made this bed, now you can lie in it. Nice, dude. He's redeeming himself. So, and he's posting this to Reddit, am I the a-hole for exposing my no-good cheating-ass girlfriend and breaking up with her via Reddit? No, dude, you're not the a-hole. You got some work on yourself with the crying shit. Don't ever cry in front of your girl again, future girlfriends. And I'm hoping that in future relationships you don't make them to be the end-all be-all of your existence. But no, she's cheating on you with multiple guys, leading you on, all this bullcrap, lying to you, hurting you. No, she deserves you to expose her on Reddit, because she's going to go on Reddit to read stories just like this and find your posts. It's going to piss her off. And you have every right to control the narrative as you are, exposing her to her friends, family, your family, Call of Duty buddies, the fucking Amazon driver, I don't care who. So no, good for you. She deserves this. Now his update. A little more and see the fallout of this drama. He says, I thank you all for the overwhelming support and kind messages after my last post. If anybody is wondering, yes, I'm doing okay. Something just clicked while I was going through those messages, and for the first time, I'm truly realizing I'm worthy of love, and that the first person who needs to give that love to me is me. Yes, you are worthy of love, and you gotta love yourself. The problem is a lot of guys don't love themselves, and they get themselves with people that treat them like crap. Out of all the options I had in that moment, the one I chose felt like the smartest. If I had confronted her in private, she could have manipulated the narrative or gaslit me into doubting what I saw. Guaranteed she would have done that. If I had gone downstairs and made a scene, it would have been surrounded by her family and friends, which would have turned into a screaming match when I'm outnumbered. So I removed myself from the situation and let the truth unravel on its own. Yeah, that was smart of him, because a lot of times you find a girl cheating on you and you want to end a relationship. I'm all for doing something like this, sending the evidence and ghosting her. Because in person, she's just going to start big drama fest, try to twist around on you. And if other people are there, like her friends and family, they'll probably gang up on you. Just to clear a few things up, we both had our location shared on iPhone. I was not stalking her. The sexy photos weren't nudes, and even still, I didn't send those pictures out, only the text conversations between her and the guy she was messaging. Sending those to people was wrong on another level, and I would never stoop that low. Well, I would stoop that low, but I'm an asshole. After I left, I took the Uber home, grabbed a few things, and went to stay at a friend's place for the night. I felt okay, but I thought that was just the adrenaline. And I'm going to crash hard. I've already signed up for therapy, scheduled an STI test, and I'm planning to take boxing and pottery classes just to keep myself active and focused. Well, good he's getting an STI test, because sadly you never know. If he feels that therapy will be helpful, good, make sure it's a good therapist. I'm all for the boxing classes. Boxing is great. And if he wants to do pottery, to balance out the boxing, knock yourself out. The point he's getting out there and doing something. He's not sitting in a room listening to some sappy, sad music and crying. He's doing something. The boxing will toughen him up. While I was staying over, one of her Call of Duty friends messaged me, and turns out the guy she slept with has a wife and kid. Ha! Shocker. Expose him too. I'm not sure how that situation is unfolding, but I hope his wife finds out. That friend also told me she's been removed from their squad. Our mutual friend group has also shown a lot of support to me. One of them even removed her as a bridesmaid from their upcoming wedding and blocked her entirely. Man, who are these people? These people are actually like decent human beings. This is rare. I thought everything had finally calmed down until I came back home this morning. I'd already blocked her and everything, so there was no way for her to reach me. Instead, she showed up at my place. Oh boy. Hope he has some cameras out there. She drove her parents' car to my house and sat outside until she saw me. As I walked to my door, she came out crying hysterically. A messy mix of sadness and rage. I didn't say a word to her. I just walked inside and closed the door while she yelled at me from the outside until she eventually left. That takes some serious discipline. I don't care who you are or how tough you are. If somebody's yelling at you and carrying on, it is very hard not to react accordingly. They just walked past her, didn't give her any reaction, which she was dying for, slammed the door, and went in and fucking turned on Netflix while she's sounding off at the door. That's awesome. She wanted the drama. I didn't give it to her. Nothing was mentioned about the Reddit post, so I guess she didn't see it. Well, she will soon. Later that day, her brother called me. He apologized on behalf of the family. He said everything seemed normal after I left until the mom checked her phone. She pulled my ex aside, trying to keep things quiet. But then her aunt, the one who talks a lot, shouted, "You're cheating on your boyfriend?" She said that in front of everyone. That blew the lid off. According to him, their family has a history of infidelity, and it caused serious pain in the past. So this incident not only reopened old wounds, but more cheating scandals within the family were exposed that same night. So the family has problems with cheating. So of course this chick is a cheater. And, the decent people don't like that, and they're now tearing her a new one. That's cool. This party was supposed to be a reconciliation moment for relatives who hadn't seen each other in years. Well, no more family reunions anytime soon. And the one friend who celebrated cheating with her, she got cussed out so badly by the family that she left in tears. Her brother told me he doesn't blame me for anything. He even said I handled it better than most people would have, and he's here if I need anything. Well, that's awesome. That's a good guy. Honestly, the only thing I feel bad about is unintentionally ripping apart a family that was trying to move forward. I had no idea all that was going on behind the scenes, and I do feel like an a-hole for being the grenade that set it all off. And that is the ending of his update, and flip a coin while they hear more. And before I read a few comments here, I say he did a great job. She got what she deserved, and I'm just happy that some people are actually on his side here. So guys, the way I see it, if somebody betrays you in such a way, you got every right to get a little payback, and then block them. There's not a lot of sense in trying to actually confront the girl because, as many are well aware, either from stories or personal experience, they're going to gaslight you or twist you. They're going to gaslight you and blame you somehow. It's your fault they cheated, or maybe put on the waterworks and manipulate you to taking you back. It's best to just cut them off cold turkey, as difficult as that is, block them and everything, but you got to control the narrative. Not so much necessarily for revenge, even though revenge is certainly understandable, so that they can't make your life worse by making everybody that you know think you're the devil incarnate. So I got no problem with that. So good for him. And guys, I think it's quite funny he posted this on Reddit, which he's going to see soon. I actually expect an update here, which I appreciate if you guys let me know when she does discover this on Reddit. The question is, will he keep the post up? We shall see. So good job on him. And I say, yeah, I don't like his crying in front of her and having meltdowns, everything. He's got to do some work. Hopefully the boxing classes will literally beat that out of him and toughen him up. And I'm sure it will. Now, a couple comments from a very supportive comment section before I wrap this up. One guy says here, you handled this elegantly and surgically. She is such a terrible person to put you through all that. She was happy to continue skipping along and doing as she pleases with who knows how many guys. Her brother sounds like a genuinely nice man to call you, apologize for his family, and offer you support. And good to know that she was booted from her gaming squad and the wedding. I would hope that the squad kicks out the married father she cheated with as well. You're doing well to take care of yourself with the boxing and pottery. Do other nice things for yourself like spending time with friends, weekends away, as you clear your mind. As others advise, do follow up the STI testing at the 3-month and 6-month intervals to be sure you're clear. I'm wishing you the best as you move up and onward. Big hug. Well, that was very nice. Yeah, I'm glad he's doing that. He's getting exercise. That's really good. The boxing will make him feel better. And yeah, spend time with people that care. And one more, as dude says, you did the right thing. Do not feel bad for the backlash that they all had with the ex's cheating exposed. The truth is, the only way to heal is to rip the Band-Aid off and force full exposure to the truth. It can take yelling and more. Wounds will be picked like a scab at times, but it is the normal path to work out the real pain of the actions. We can't just talk about it and be over it in one go. And while you did expose the girlfriend and create a moment for many things to blow up, it was going to happen anyway, just later. Yeah, this is eventually going to happen. And will again till they heal from what they all did to each other. As for the ex, well, she needed to be exposed to be forced to be held accountable. Otherwise, she wouldn't have. And in your own words, she would gaslight you into thinking that you were wrong otherwise. There you go. So, good story, good revenge story. And I'm sure many of you guys out there will appreciate this, especially those that have been wronged in such a capacity. And the question is, what happens next? I think she'll have a tantrum over the Reddit post, and probably when it doesn't work out with the guy that she's cheating on with, who's married with a kid, and he's a scumbag, she'll be begging this guy back. Even though her actions have shown she certainly doesn't love him. And I real trust that he will not take her back. Alright guys, that's it for today. Be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. Be sure to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe. I'll catch you next time.